What if everything you knew about goals was wrong? Here's the counterintuitive science of what truly drives motivation. Welcome to Neuro Hope. January 1st. New month, new quarter. You set a massive, exciting goal: lose 20 pounds. Launch that side hustle, read 50 books. You feel motivated for about 2 weeks. And then, nothing. You've just fallen into the trap that ensnares 92% of goal setters: conventional. Wisdom says you must set clear, specific goals. But what if that conventional wisdom is wrong? What if the very act of setting a rigid, outcome-based goal is the single biggest block to long-term motivation? Today, we're going to prove that the most motivated, consistent, and successful people on the planet don't focus on goals. They do something far more powerful. Why? Do goals fail us? From a psychological standpoint, they put you on an all-or-nothing treadmill. You are either a success once you hit the goal or a failure until you hit it. This creates some major problems for you. Our brain, first. You defer your happiness. You tell yourself, I'll be happy when I make 6 figures. Psychologists call this the happiness plateau. You tie your self-worth to a future achievement, making the entire journey a grind. The moment you achieve the goal, your brain immediately starts looking for the next goal, leaving you right back where you started. Second, goals create a temporary state. Once the marathon is run, the project is shipped, or the deadline passes, you often revert to your old habits because the reason for the behavior is gone. The underlying identity hasn't changed. So, if not goals, then what? The most motivated people focus on systems. A goal is a result you want to achieve. A system is the process that leads to that result. The true secret is this: when you fall in love with the process, the outcomes manage themselves. Think of it this way: a goal is building a magnificent house. A system is becoming a master carpenter. Which one allows you to build endless houses? Shifting your focus from the final result to the daily process does something critical. It moves your focus from the external and predictable world to your internal, controllable behavior. This reduces performance anxiety and dramatically increases consistency, which is the fuel for habit formation. The most powerful psychological reason to focus on systems is that they are built on identity. This is the key to permanent change. The change isn't about having a new result, it's about being a new person. This taps into self-perception theory, which states that we infer our attitudes and identity from our own behaviors. Your brain is a collection of memories about what you've done. If you want to be a writer, your brain doesn't care about the book you plan to write. It cares that you wrote 500 words today. Every time you perform a small action that aligns with your desired system, saying, I am the kind of person who cleans up their workspace at the end of the day, you cast a vote for the type of person you want to become. The goal is run a marathon. The identity is be a runner. The system is what a runner does every single day, regardless of the marathon. Your brain follows the evidence. Another brilliant reason to choose systems is the neurological boost from variable rewards. A traditional goal has a single, fixed reward the moment you cross the finish line. Once that reward is achieved, the dopamine response drops off. However, a system, by its nature, provides variable rewards through progress and challenge. Think of a video game or a slot machine. The reward isn't constant, but the potential for the next level, the next insight, or the next unexpected success keeps your motivation system engaged. This is the reward prediction error at work. Your brain releases the most dopamine not when you get a reward, but when you learn something new or encounter unpredictable progress. By focusing on the daily process, the system, you open yourself up to daily, small, variable wins. You solved a problem. You hit a personal best on a rep. You had a breakthrough idea. This constant, unpredictable reinforcement makes the system inherently sticky and motivating. So, how do you ditch those goals and create a solid system? Here's how. First, stop measuring success by goals. Start setting system metrics. If your goal is to lose 20 pounds, your system metric is cook dinner at home 5 nights a week. If your goal was to save $10,000, your system metric is review and categorize all spending for 10 minutes every Sunday. The metric is about the action, not the outcome. Second, define your identity first. Before you set the system, answer, who do I want to be? A writer, a health-conscious person, a proactive learner. Let this identity drive your system design. And lastly, measure the process, not the results. Your daily job is to get a check mark next to your system activity. You don't fail if the stock market goes down, or if the scale doesn't move. You only fail if you break the system. Goals are useful for setting a direction, but systems are essential for making progress. Stop chasing results that are outside your control and start mastering the actions that are. By focusing on the process, embracing a new identity, and leveraging your brain's need for variable rewards, you will not only achieve your goals but surpass them because you will have changed who you are. What is one system metric you are going to implement today? Let me know in the comments below. If this counterintuitive approach changed how you think about motivation, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out my video on the 5-second rule, a perfect microsystem for starting your new habits.